I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world. And yet, I ask you, is not an alien force already among us?
I just wanted to show you this equipment so you know that I did this myself. This is my backyard. These are my satellite dishes. I have an 8-footer here, a 7-footer, an 8-footer, and a 10-footer. And they're all 4 in a row, which I will put on the tape for you. I'm doing this because I believe that I have something that is quite unique. I believe that it's controlled craft. Now, either it could be by our own scientists or by something unearthly. By that I mean genuine UFOs. I'm making this tape so that you can make up your own mind.
We heard one from somewhere, Charlie. Well, we apologize if we're a little out of tune, and probably means we got to keep our day jobs. Родники, ЦУ по Москве, ответьте.
I'm not here to exploit this in any way to get fame and fortune. I simply want the truth. And there's a lot of people that want the truth from our government, stating, this is what we got, this is what we know, and if they don't know much, then at least tell us. Be honest. Don't treat us citizens who pay our taxes and obey the laws. Don't treat us like children. We can make up our own minds, and that's what I want to do with this tape. You can make up your own mind as to what you're seeing. I've made up my mind. I've showed this to people who absolutely refuse to believe that these could be genuine alien spacecraft. Possibly they're still just UFOs, unidentified flying objects, of which we do not know their origin, their makeup, and how they get here. And I am not an expert. I'm just a private citizen who came across this accidentally, as strictly as a means to educate myself on space science. I am not a scientist. I am not an astronomer, an expert at it. I do amateur astronomy. I watch the skies a great deal, so I do know what I'm watching. I've seen satellites floating out in orbit from my backyard. I know how they maneuver. I am an amateur astronomer. I have done that for years. I'm not an expert. But when I see pulsating lights come in groups, two, as you'll see, in STS-84 undocking, two come up, two more come behind it, they pass the two on the bottom, then they go past the Mir space station, a group of three come up, and the one in the center comes across, it stops right, which looks like it's right underneath the Mir space station, and then goes up. And you can see it go up on the left hand of the screen, up between the two, well, it looks like a V, between the two solar array panels. And if you watch carefully, you can see that. But the one bright pulsating light in the middle of the undocking of STS-84 in Mir stops as it has come from the right hand of the screen, and then it goes up. You can see it. If you got have good equipment, you can see it. And I challenge you in the news media, if you do not believe what you're seeing on my tape, then you go to NASA and say, we would like to see your footage of STS 84 in Mir docking and undocking. I would bet and guarantee that, even though I'm not a betting man, I wouldn't put money on this because I may lose, but I'm just saying I would suggest to you that you would not get this material that I have. I don't think NASA would allow you to see their tape on what they got. I got it off of their shuttle bay cameras. I did nothing illegal. They broadcast it, but the strangest thing of it is now, they will not replay any of it. Not one single second of the docking and undocking. And I challenge you in the news media, why don't they show it? They do not.
UFO simply means unidentified flying object, many of which have been identified, natural phenomena, misperceptions, etc. But what you're leading to is extraterrestrial presence. And for many years I was totally skeptical and hands-off of this phenomenon. But in the recent years I've had the opportunity to speak with people within government, whom I call the old-timers. Their story is, yes, these things happen. We have been visited, that craft have been recovered, that bodies have been recovered from accidents.